In today's video, we look at Hyperlite Mountain Gear, an incredible company doing great things with Dyneema, making ultralight bags. Today, we're looking at the Daybreak backpack, and we'll also take a little look at the Versa Fanny pack. If you're new to the channel, I'm Ed from Rushfaster, and we do guides, walkthroughs, bringing you better gear and better ways to carry. So if you like what you see, please consider subscribing and also hitting that little bell. Let's dive in and check out the Daybreak and the Versa from Hyperlite Mountain Gear. If you're not familiar with Hyperlite Mountain Gear, they're a company based in the US that are set out to design intentional, high-quality, purpose-built equipment. They work really closely with Dyneema fabrics, which are lightweight and durable, and the result is a line of bags that are lightweight and durable and also efficient and functional. If you want to take a closer look at how Hyperlite Mountain Gear works with Dyneema fabrics, check out the link in the description below. And if you want to check out the product pages for each of these bags, there will be links in the description below as well. Okay, so let's look at the materials of the Daybreak backpack. Now, Hyperlite Mountain Gear use a number of different variants with Dyneema. This particular bag uses DCH150, which is a Dyneema composite hybrid with a 150 denier polyester face fabric. The material is incredibly lightweight. This bag only weighs 1.27 pounds or around 500 grams. It has incredible durability and superior water resistance. As for the other components, we have Duraflex hardware and water-resistant YKK zippers. The internal fabrics also feature the DCH150 as well as a 210D nylon. Looking at the front of the bag, we've got this big front compartment which has an elasticated cuff just here at the top, and you can see this bungee cord system here, which is useful for securing gear in between those bungee cords. You can lash gear on there. So in this area you could lash maybe a shell, or if you are going for a light camp, then you could put a sleeping pad or maybe a seat pad here. It's a good place to secure gear that you want quick access, but also a good place to store gear that you want dirt and debris to fall off over time. So this front sleeve here is good for quick access items, and it's also good for storing a hydration bladder. Now, this bag doesn't have a dedicated hydration sleeve or any ports for you to port through the hydration tube, and there are these two side pockets for you to store water bottles, but if you are the hydration bladder carrying type, then you can slip it in through this front compartment here and direct your tubing around the back. You can see this slip compartment has a little hole here, and this just allows for dirt, moisture and debris to pass through. You'll notice just at the bottom here we've got a little loop here that you can store gear through, and there's also a little ladder lock that you can attach any additional strapping or any gear that you want to lash onto the bag externally. So with that, you could do with something like a hero clip. You can attach it on there at the bottom. Now on the sides of the bag, we have these large water bottle pockets. Hopefully you can see there is this dimension that's been built out for these water bottle pockets, and a little pass-through hole there for dirt, debris and moisture to pass through. And similar to the front compartment, we have an elasticated cuff just on the top there for it to nicely secure whatever gear you're storing inside. Now, most likely for those of you who are into super lightweight and efficient carrying styles, you're probably putting just plastic water bottles in here. But just to give you a sense of the size, here I have a Stanley 25-ounce water bottle. This will also easily fit a 32-ounce Nalgene water bottle as well. Now you'll notice at the top here we also have an additional drawstring loop that's just on the left side of the pack, and this is just helpful for securing any gear that you want to store on this side of the bag that's a bit taller. So say for instance you might be carrying trekking poles or anything like that. You might want to feed them through the side here and then also cinch them tight with this little drawstring here. Again, it's just another useful way to lash or secure any additional gear externally on the bag. If you're not carrying that many water bottles, you can put snacks or any other additional quick access items, small pieces of gear that you want on the side. And so here we're looking at the harness system. It's a fairly simplified back panel, but nevertheless it is still very comfortable and padded. Here we have white, slightly curved shoulder straps here, and on the underside of the shoulder straps we have a very dense padding here. This is a spacer mesh foam padding. On those shoulder straps we have a little bit of daisy chain webbing throughout here, so you can lash on any additional gear that you want. And then we've also got a little bit of elastic webbing here that you can attach gear in there as well. So if you wanted to, you could clip on a little torch there just on the side. This is an Olight torch. And as you can see in the middle, we have a fairly simple sternum strap. The buckle here is an ITW buckle, and it also has a little whistle there for you to draw attention to yourself in case of emergency. On the other side of the sternum strap, we've got a little little bit of elasticity, so it'll contour and flex along your chest when you're walking and carrying this bag around. In terms of adjusting the sternum strap, it's a bit more manual than your typical sternum strap. You just simply need to feed out this strap out of the ladder lock here and then align it wherever you need to on the shoulder strap along these little daisy webbing straps here. And once you find your alignment, then you can re-feed the straps through those ladder locks and secure the sternum strap on the shoulder straps. Further below, we have simple Duraflex ladder locks here, and then at the bottom here we have a little hip belt. It's lightly padded on the underside, so it's got a little bit of that padding here for comfort. Simple ITW buckle here to cinch the hip strap along your waist, and when not in use, when you don't want to use the hip belt, you can actually tuck it away under here, just nice and discreetly here at the bottom. Now that it's tucked away, we don't have any of that excess strap flapping around when you're carrying the bag. Now the back panel here is a simple 1/4 inch padded back panel. There's no air mesh wicking here for added airflow or breathability, but it is decently padded, and at 17 liters of volume capacity inside the main compartment, it should do well to provide comfort. And finally, at the very top of the bag, we've got a simple haul handle for picking the bag up and off the ground. Okay, so now we have all the external compartments and external features looked at. Let's take a look inside the main compartment. As mentioned, we have that durable water resistant YKK zipper here, and we've got these nice contrast paracord zipper pulls. It's a pretty deep zipper opening, so it allows an almost clamshell opening. So here we have the main compartment, the 17-liter main compartment. I haven't got this fully packed out, and I don't have it packed out full of outdoor hiking backpacking gear, but I've just got a few simple essentials inside. I've got a covert cardigan fleece from Arc'teryx. I've got a rain shell here, just a Patagonia torrent shell jacket. I've got a 24-ounce vacuum insulated food jar from Stanley, and I've also got the Evergoods Civic Access pouch for a little bit of tech. Now inside you can see this bright orange liner which allows you to see inside the bag anything that you might have left behind. You can easily spot it, and at the top here you'll notice that there is a smaller compartment here for your smaller bits and pieces. So inside I've just stored my keys on my Orbit key. I've also stored an Everyman Grafton Pen Mini. Inside I've also got the Somewhere Labs Global Hotspot, which gives 100% global satellite data coverage. It's a really good tool if you're going into rural or remote areas. There is an app that's really easy to use that provides tracking. You can also use it when you're going on the trail with a group, and you can all share the same tracking. There's plenty of good, useful features. Really good tool. If you're interested, check out the link in the description below. But just a really simple compartment up here to store those smaller bits and pieces. You'll also notice at the top here there's this little orange tab with the letter M on it. This bag, the Daybreak, actually comes in 3 different sizes: small, medium, and large, and you'll want to pick the best size depending on what your torso length is. This is for the best and most ergonomic fit when you're carrying the bag. If you are thinking about getting the Daybreak, there is a little guide on picking the right size for you, and that's all on their website. But that's pretty much it for the main cavity. You can see all that space in there, and you can see the Dyneema on the underside here, as well as the nylon material on the back. Just at the top here, you can see there is a little stretchy sleeve here. This is for when you do want to carry a laptop with you, and this will fit up to a 13-inch laptop. So there is that flexibility to allow for a laptop to be carried in this bag. The laptop sleeve is padded, and it also is suspended from the ground, so you don't have any worries about damaging your laptop in case you accidentally drop your bag or if you actually take a fall yourself. But without further ado, let's perform the Rushfaster beer capacity test to see how many tinny 6-packs can fit inside this 17-liter main compartment. Okay, so we've got 2 fitting lengthways here. This could be really tight. Just fits. 4 tinny 6-packs inside this 17-liter main compartment, and you've got that extra 6 liters of volume capacity on the sides and also on the front there. So very surprising storage capacity in this bag. Okay, so that was the Daybreak backpack. Now let's take a look at the Versa Ultralight fanny pack. The Versa is also constructed with Dyneema. It features a DCH50, so a 50 denier polyester front face fabric. It also has the water resistant YKK zippers and Duraflex hardware as well as a YKK buckle. Now with this sling bag, we've got two compartments, one front face compartment and then the main compartment that's accessible at the top. But looking at the harness system here, we've got that same plush padding that we had on the hip belt. So it's a nice padding here. It's not incredibly dense, but it is padded enough that it's going to be comfortable. The carry strap, where you'll be wearing this across your waist or around your chest. It's a simple strap webbing, and there's a little bit of elastic webbing here to secure that strap slack. Here we have a number of ladder locks here to adjust the carry strap, and then this is our simple YKK buckle. Now, if you really wanted to, you could use this as a little accessory pouch to use inside the backpack. You can actually stow away the carry strap behind the back panel. So just grab all of this strap and tuck it behind the back panel here. And you can manage some of that just behind here at the top. It's also accessible at the top here, and you can just use it as a simple pouch to stash inside a backpack. But taking a look inside the compartments, again, we've got that front face compartment. It's good for storing smaller items. So if you're just using this as a sling bag on its own without a backpack, you could store a number of small items in there. So again, I've got that brass torch from Hyperlite. I've just got a Leatherman rebar multi-tool, and I've got that Everyman Grafton pen mini. Inside the main compartment, I've stored in some sunglasses from Sunski. I've also got my trusty Kevlar charging cables from Nomad. Again, I've got the Somewhere Global Hotspot. And then here you can see there is a little key tether that I can attach my keys to. So just a simple plastic clip that I've attached my Orbit key to. And then behind that we have just mesh divider that allows you to separate some gear. So in there I've just got a portable battery from Nightcore, and I've also got an iPhone 12 in an OtterBox case. Very simple compartment, not too much to it, but good for organizing small bits of gear and good for a little accessory sling when you're not carrying the backpack. However, having said that, you actually can use the Versa Ultralight fanny pack in conjunction with a lot of the backpacks from Hyperlite Mountain Gear. You can mount it on a backpack in a number of different ways. You can use it via the sternum strap or by the hip belt, and for both instances it's a very simple process. You just need to simply ease up the strap slack on the sternum strap here and feed through that sternum strap behind the back panel of the Versa fanny pack. And once you've got that through, you can attach it onto the sternum strap here, and then while you're carrying, you have easy access to some small accessories. And you can do the exact same thing with the hip belt. It's probably more useful around the hip belt because it's more within comfortable reach. So feed it through the hip belt and you have a little accessory pouch around your waist to access small accessories. Okay, so this is the Daybreak backpack, size medium on the body. For your reference, I'm 5'10". And this is the Versa Ultralight fanny pack across the body as a sling. And also around the waist. Well everyone, that is the Daybreak backpack from Hyperlite Mountain Gear. Although it's only 17 liters in volume capacity, it does have a decent and surprising amount of storage. It's a versatile bag that can be used in both country and city terrain and is perfect for day hiking or even minimalist backpacking. Also, if you're looking for an accompanying accessory bag or sling bag, the Versa fanny pack is definitely an option to consider. And so if you're interested in getting either of these bags or anything that you've seen in this video, there are affiliate links in the description below. Using any of those affiliate links really do help support the work of the channel at no extra cost to you. And if you'd like to support us further, you can hit the like button, hit the bell, subscribe to the channel, and also subscribe to the Rushfaster Carry Roundup newsletter. But we'd love to hear from you. What do you think about these bags? What do you think about the use of Dyneema? And would you like us to do more videos on Hyperlite Mountain Gear? Please let us know in the comments below. As always, if you want to see more videos like this, check out some of the links on the screen at the end of this video. But for now, these have been bags from Hyperlite Mountain Gear. Take care, and we'll see you next time.